Welcome to Let's Talk 716 Sports. Today, my guests are Colin Ward and Reece.
Yeah, thanks for having us on, Robbie.
Yeah, thanks, Robbie. Appreciate it.
How are you guys doing tonight?
We're great.
Good.
Missing hockey, but we're great.
Yeah,
Nice jersey you got on there. That the outdoor game jersey? Buffalo?
it's their third jersey
Yeah,
from like
Yeah, those are nice.
I think my
Those are
brother
sh-
has one of those. Actually, he has a lot of Sabres jerseys, so I can't keep track anymore.
He's a Buffalo fan?
Yeah.
Oh, there you
'Cause
go, Rob.
he's a Ryan Miller fan. I'll put it at that, and that kind of transferred over into the Sabres.
Yeah.
But yeah,
See, Reese's brother's a Sabres fan for you.
yeah, yeah. He got one of their 50th anniversary jerseys too.
Oh, those are
yeah,
sharp.
I got that one too. With
Yeah, they're nice.
Jeff Skinner.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Right on. I think he has Eichel. I think.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
You got any questions for us, Rob?
What are your thoughts on Taylor Hall?
Reese can go first if he wants to.
Yeah. In terms of him going to the Sabres, I think that was very off the radar, in my opinion. There was a lot of talk. I mean, I didn't really hear anything about him going back to Arizona, so that was kind of off the table. But in terms of Detroit being in the picture, I think Stevie Y had a meeting with him, and a couple other teams thrown in there. Edmonton as well, Ken Holland out there. And then this comes out about Buffalo and him having a lot of interest in the Sabres. And I kind of thought to myself, where would he be the best fit in this lineup? Because I know Skinner is he's signed in Buffalo for a while. I think he's there until the 2026, 2027 year. I think that's his last year on his contract. But so that's where I kind of thought, okay, are they just going to bump Skinner and just be like, Taylor Hall, you are amazing. You're playing on the first line no matter what. So when he finally signed the 1-year deal, I thought, okay, this has a chance for him to play with Eichel on that top line and really start to get back to number 1 overall pick caliber, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And it's whether he gets traded at the deadline, it all depends on where Buffalo's at, but it's an opportunity for the Sabres and an opportunity for Hall at the same time. Like each of them benefit from this so much.
Yeah, to add from that, yeah, it's a great opportunity for the Buffalo Sabres. And Robbie, I know you want to see a Sabres Cup parade, so maybe in a couple of years they might be set up and get in shape to win something. That'd be nice, eh?
Yeah, that'd be.
Get the pylons out for you at the parade route downtown Buffalo. That'd be a fun sight.
Yeah,
Yeah, but on to Taylor Hall, he's a point producer, which is big, and it's going to be nice to get some points with Jack Eichel for sure. So it'd be fun to see him out there. It'll be fun playing with Jack Eichel. It's always fun when you're playing with Jack because he gets you points.
yeah. I think Jack Eichel is a good, like guy that would like set up different players to.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, you see him with Jeff Skinner. Jeff Skinner had a really good year. And when you see him with Reinhart had a good year. So whoever he plays with, it feels like he pays those players that he's playing with. So that'll be nice. Taylor Hall, I mean, I don't know how much help he would need in that department with getting points. So Jack Eichel helping him with that'll be through the roof, I'm sure. What was your next question, Rob?
Will the Sabres do any more moves?
Reece, you can go first.
That's tough.
Yeah.
I can't see too many moves being made by the Sabres. I mean, it's hard just because of, the owners with the Pagulas, and this isn't just them. This is just because of the owner of the Sabres. Will they want to pay more money to higher end players?
Yeah, $3
And
million in cap space.
yeah, and you think about it, the free agents that are left, Mike Hoffman, arguably probably the best free agent that's left. So he's not going to get paid only $3 million to play hockey. So it is going to have to come via trade. I think you're going to have to get rid of cap to gain a good high caliber player. And when you look at where they are at in terms of their depth on in their lineup, right wing, they're lacking a little bit in their depth chart with just their system isn't filled with too many right wingers. And of course, that does include Jack Quinn, who they just took in the draft. But on defense, they are stacked for days with defensemen. Goaltenders is a little bit short, but again, it all depends on what the Rochester Americans are doing this year. And
Luukkonen coming up will be nice too.
yeah, it'll be Allmark and Hutton for sure this year, the two goalies. I don't think they really have to shy away from those two. When they're on. So I don't think the Sabres have too big a problem in net, but it's hard. It's hard to tell what's going to happen because nothing really has happened in the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like August mode, getting ready for training camp.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if Buffalo goes for a guy like an Andreas Athanasiou. What do you think of that, Robbie? Former Detroit Red Wing for you. Fast guy, play on the wing.
I think that would be good for our team to have a fast skater.
Yeah, it'd be nice. I mean, it'd be nice to get that extra body to maybe put you over the hump and get you guys in the playoffs. What do you think of Rasmus Ristolainen? Do you think he stays or gets traded? What would you do with him, Robbie? Do you like him?
I think he would. I think he would stay, but I've heard a lot of rumors that he might get traded somewhere. And
yeah, do you like him? Would you trade him or keep him? If you're the GM, what do you do? Trade him or keep him?
I would keep him to see what they got left.
That's what I think too. I think he's good enough to stay. Good answer. I like that. You should be the GM of the Sabres. Take over. If it doesn't
bring
work
him a cup.
Yeah, bring him a cup. You got the Sabre fans need one. What's your next question there, Robbie?
Do you think Kruger will get the job done?
Reece, do you want me to go or do you got it?
You can go first. I got to do a little research on Ralph Kruger first.
All right. I think the players really like him. I think he's a player's coach, which is good. I mean, if you have somebody that's there for you and you know he's there for you, that always helps, right? So hopefully, I know the players like him. I think he's there. I think he's the right guy for the job. So hopefully it works out in the long run for the team. But this year's definitely, I think, going to be a positive year, especially with a shortened season. I think this year could be a positive year for the Buffalo Sabres.
Yeah, I think so too. Again, he has only coached the team for a year, and before that, he hadn't coached in the NHL since the 2012-2013 season. And I think this is the same situation as the Buffalo Bills. The Bills are division favorites now. They are a really good team, and it's all on coaching. And Sean McDermott has finally been able to get his core group of guys that he wants, and they're being successful. And it takes time. And I think that's something that the Sabres have kind of not failed on, but they've been a little it's been interesting in their head coaching search over the last number of years. So I think you got to wait a bit. I think it will happen. You saw Ralph Kruger. He took Team Europe to the finals of the World Cup of Hockey when it last took place a few years ago. So he definitely knows how to get the most out of his team. It's just you got to give him 2-3 years to actually establish himself, get players that he wants to coach, and of course that goes into working with the general manager as well. But again, it's got to be a couple of years.
Yeah, for sure. Robbie, what do you think? Is he the guy?
I think Ralph Kruger would be the guy to be behind the bench for the Sabres for a little while. So I think he's like a player's coach.
Yeah, that's nice. It's
Yeah.
nice to have a guy that's there for you. So Reece has to go soon. Reece, do you got any questions for Robbie?
Yeah, I think that, and I don't like this conversation at all, but just because he's the captain and he's just an unbelievable player. But in your opinion, if the Sabres, say in the next 2-3 years or whatever, don't win or make the playoffs or whatever, does Jack Eichel not leave, but do they deal him? Is he traded? Because I've always wondered that, what people think in Buffalo about that.
I wouldn't see him getting traded.
He's a Buffalo guy for life.
It'd be more of a free agent. I want to go try and win, probably.
Yeah, I think it would be that too.
Yeah. It's just I didn't understand it. I don't know why the rumors would come up just because Eichel's that good of a player. It just made no sense to me whatsoever.
With 6 years left.
Yeah, exactly.
Making $10 million with 6 years left. Yeah. Where's he
it's
going?
not really a favorable contract either, right? So
is the 716 restaurant still open, Robbie? Maybe that's where he's going.
It better
$10
be.
million a year. Is that the best restaurant around the Sabres arena?
I mean, I've been there a few times. That 716 place, but I think, during this pandemic, I think they've been like closed up or.
Oh yeah. What's your go-to restaurant around there? I gotta know this because if we meet up with Ron from the Ranting Ron show, if we meet up for a Wings Sabres game, we gotta know this.
Oh yeah,
not before
need a nice pregame meal.
Yeah, what's the go-to place?
Probably like the 716 or like the Pearl Street place on the corner there in downtown.
Okay.
All right.
We'll have to meet up.
So, how close is Anchor Bar to the
I always
arena?
thought it was close. Have you been there, Robbie? Anchor Bar?
I've been to the one out over in my area, but not
No, not by the arena.
I haven't been to the one downtown, no.
I think it might be closer to the ballpark, actually.
Yeah, I think it's right by the ballpark.
Yeah.
Have you been to any Bison's games? Are you a baseball fan?
I've went to a few, like when they were in season.
Oh yeah, those are fun games. So Reece has to go to hockey now. Reece,
I'm gonna light it up. I'm gonna be a Jack Eichel tonight, or Thomas Holmstrom. We'll see.
You're a net front guy. You're definitely tip shots.
Yeah, that's very true. Oh, thanks, guys. Thanks for having me. Thanks a lot, Robbie. Well, I'll have to do this again for longer than 15 minutes.
Yeah, for sure. We'll have to get you back on.
Oh, absolutely. 100%. All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
That's Reece Doumani, my co-host. Thanks for getting him on there. Pulling the trigger there. You're like a GM on here. You want him? We got him.
Yeah.
So I still got some questions for you. So your 3 teams, you told me earlier, they're pretty interesting. What are your favorite 3 teams in the National Hockey League?
Well, Buffalo's first. And then the Vegas Golden Knights, and then
Oh, don't tell Ron that. No, Vegas. Uh-oh. What was your third?
my third team is the Detroit Red Wings.
Good answer. Good answer. So, who's your favorite 3 players from each team? Who's your favorite player, starting with Buffalo?
Well, my favorite player on Buffalo is Doumani.
Nice. Future defenseman. He's the face of their decor. That's a good one. Vegas?
Alex Tuck, number 89.
Nice. And that's because of that's your
Um,
number, right?
Alex Mogilny from
Nice.
the Sabres.
Nice. That's interesting. And Detroit's was interesting. I like Detroit's. He's the future of their team too.
Yeah, Philip,
Zadina?
yeah,
Nice one. He's gonna fill their nets up with pucks. That's what he said at the draft. Hopefully. When a couple years ago when the World Juniors was in Buffalo, he played for that Czech team. They lost in the bronze medal game to you guys from the United States.
yeah. I've always wanted to go to a World Junior game, but
Yeah, they're fun. Well, maybe next time. Maybe if Buffalo gets it again, hopefully they get it the third time. If they get it the third time, then we might have to do our meetup with Ron, a Canada-US game. Uh-oh. Reece and I being from Canada, we might have the rivalry.
my other favorite player plays for Canada.
Oh, yeah? Who's that?
He plays on Pittsburgh.
Crosby?
Yeah, Crosby.
Nice. He scored the goal in 2010. That might be the biggest goal in Canadian hockey history.
And then it was the 2008 Winter Classic, and went to a shootout. It was Pittsburgh and Buffalo.
Yeah, that was an iconic outdoor game. The snow at Orchard Park.
Yeah, and Ryan Miller was our goalie at the time.
Yeah, Reese's brother's favorite player.
And I like the Pittsburgh jerseys, like the powdered blue one.
Yeah, those are nice. Anything with off white and off the color, like powder blue, those look sharp. Anything like that looks sharp. What do you think of these jerseys, the off white, the Detroit jerseys? Do you like those ones from the Winter Classic against Toronto and Ann Arbor? That was in Michigan.
Yeah, those jerseys were really nice. I like those.
Yeah. So the reverse retro jerseys, you asked us our questions. Now I want to ask you your questions because I have some few questions for you. One rule I got, if people ask us to come on the show, I'm going to ask questions for you too. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So I have a question with the reverse retro jerseys that just came out. Do you like those?
I mean, I don't like the front of the jersey because it reminds me of when they were with when they went with the red and black.
I don't mind the red and black though. I would like that, the so-called GOAT logo. I would like to have that instead of on the shoulder, on the patch, on the front, because I think that would look better. I think it would look unique having just a different look on the jerseys. But Buffalo definitely has one of the nicest jersey combinations in the league with the new style, the new light blue. Do you like those? The new ones? The new home and aways?
Yeah, I mean, it reminds me of the 70s, like when they had Joe Bear Perro and Rick Martin.
Oh, going back to the old school days. I like that. Back in the old time hockey. You like Dominik Hasek as well, a former Red Wing Buffalo Sabre goalie.
Yeah, and
There's a tie.
like I actually met Joe Bear Perro once.
Oh yeah, that's good. You get his autograph.
Yeah,
Oh, that's nice. You got a nice collection there in the background. That looks sharp.
and then I got um Craig Muni, number 5. I think he was with the
Nice.
Sabres.
Yeah, nice. That's cool. So another question. You go to a Buffalo Sabres game. What's your go-to snack from the concession stand? Everyone has one. Mine, I would probably go either the popcorn, because I think the Buffalo popcorn is one of the best in the leagues. Best in
Yeah,
the league. What about you? They have good pizza there too in Buffalo.
yeah, they do. Um, I'd say like the popcorn probably.
Yeah, hey, to the club. Yeah. All right. You got any more questions for me?
Um, who's your favorite Red Wings player?
Ooh, that's a good one. Current? Like on the current team, it's Dylan Larkin. I just like the way he plays. I like how he has a high energy. I'd like to think like anyone with a high energy, it brings so much energy to the team day in and day out. And he plays hard every shift. And that's why I like Dylan Larkin. He's playmaker, real leader too. And I'd like to take pride in being a leader as well. So I think I could relate with his leadership abilities. My past is interesting. My past, like Pavel Datsyuk, I would have to say, just because he made everybody look silly. I was in a I was at the game in Buffalo. I believe it was in 2013. I want to say 2013. I went to a shootout and the Sabres won. So I wasn't too happy. I was sad. But we went to a shootout, and I remember Datsyuk had a goal right in front of us to tie the game up in the third. And he went forehand, backhand, and put it right over the goalie. I forget the goal. I think it was Neuver at the time, the goalie for the Sabres, Michael Neuver. And he was there for a little bit, I believe. And he put it right over him in the perfect spot. And I believe it wasn't Myers. It might have been Ristolainen there. And I remember he just inside outed him and put it top corner. And I just thought any player that can do that against a really good player like Rasmus Ristolainen, that's high skilled. And that always stuck out to me. And I just liked the way he could stick handle and played the game. He played the game so quiet. You never saw him really celebrate after he scored. And I just like that type of play. Who's your favorite non-Buffalo Sabre? If you had to pick, would it be Alex Tuck?
My favorite
Like currently?
Sabres player.
Yeah, currently in the NHL.
It would have to be Tyler Ennis and Tyler Myers.
Nice. Yeah, and you got his Myers jersey on too. We should tag him in the tweets on the show. Maybe you'll see it. That'd be cool, eh?
Yeah.
We'll have to tell Ron and post it. That we'll have to do that. See if Tyler Myers notices it. That'd be a cool goal, eh? Have to tell your listeners. Any listeners on here for Robbie, if you can share it, tag Tyler Myers in this video. Get a little shout out for you, eh? You'd like that, eh, Tyler Myers?
Yeah. He was my favorite player when he was here, and then I don't remember the GM's name at the time, but it was I don't remember the GM, but he got traded to Winnipeg.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to think. Was it Evander Kane? Did he go to?
I think.
Evander Kane went to Buffalo.
Yeah, I think that
That
was the
deal.
time that Myers got traded.
Yeah, that's when he got traded. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I don't really know. I'd have to look that up. One of my favorite non-Red Wing player.
Who would that be?
It might be interesting. My favorite non-Red Wing player is Matthew Tkachuk from Calgary. I might get a lot of criticism for that one.
Oh, from the
Calgary.
Flames.
Yeah. I like the way he plays. I like that he plays hard every game. He's an everyday guy. I like those type of players.
I think his brother plays for Ottawa.
Yeah, Brady. They're both the same. They're both similar. They play hard. I like the way they play. And plus, I have a London Knights jersey up on the top. They're in the OHL, the league Reece and I cover. So I got to see him play a couple times in London when he was in junior. So that was cool to see him play. Is that all the questions?
What OHL teams do you guys cover?
So we cover the whole league. So there's Erie in Erie, Pennsylvania. There's Saginaw and Flint in Michigan. Those are the 3 teams in the United States. Then there's Niagara, who's just over the border from you guys in St. Catharines, Ontario. There's Hamilton. There's Mississauga. There's Barrie. There's Owen Sound. There's North Bay. There's Sudbury. There's Ottawa. There's Kingston. There's Peterborough. There's Oshawa. There's Guelph. There's Kitchener. There's London. There's Windsor. There's Sarnia. And I think I got all 20 teams.
Which team did Jack Quinn come from?
Ottawa 67s. I saw Jack Quinn play 3 times last year. He's actually really good. He's a good pick for you guys. You guys should be excited to watch him play.
What about that guy that Buffalo passed up on?
Marco Rossi?
Yeah.
They're both similar. So I would say Marco Rossi is really good defensively. He's a lot like Pavel Datsyuk defensively. He can pick guys' pockets, take the puck away from players like that. Like he's really easy to get the puck. He's very good defensively and very smart. The thing offensively, he's very quiet, but he plays such a good, quiet, smooth offensive game where he's going to put up a lot of points. The difference is between him and Jack Quinn. Jack Quinn plays more involved. Like he's more involved. He'll carry the play, and he has a little bit more sandpaper to his game, which is good. When I noticed them, Marco Rossi was a perimeter guy, and Jack Quinn was the guy driving to the net on that line. So if I'm a Sabres fan, I'm excited to see him come up.
What player on Detroit do you think will do good this year?
What player do I think will be good? So I said Dylan Larkin, and I said Tyler Bertuzzi, Anthony Mantha. Those guys are in that core already to where they're solid players. We expect them to be good, be producers. Philip Hronik as well, a young defenseman who's good. But I might have to go with your guy, Philip Zadina. I might have to go with Zadina or Moritz Seider, their first-round pick last year. I'd say Seider or Philip Zadina, who are going to have good years.
I've never heard of the second guy you mentioned.
Moritz Seider?
Yeah.
So he's their first-round pick. I can send you a video on him. I have draft video on him. I'll send it to you after the show, okay? He's big defenseman. He plays tough. And he's a point producer. He's a two-way defenseman, plays a hard game. You'll like him. Big guy like Tyler Myers. He's from Germany.
Any questions for me before we
Okay, so we asked you your favorite team. Okay, I got one for you. Final question, okay? Other than Buffalo, who has the best NHL jerseys? Who has your favorite jersey other than Buffalo? Who has the best jerseys in the league, in your opinion?
the best jersey would have to be either Ottawa or Detroit.
Ooh, I like that. I like the Detroit. Do you like their winged wheel? Is that why? Like the wheel like that?
Yeah.
It's a history jersey. It's very iconic. To wear the Red Wing wheel, it's very special. A lot of good players have wore that before. There's been a lot of Stanley Cups in that jersey. So every time you put it on, even as a fan, you feel that pride of back in the 90s to the 2000s. I mean, from Steve Eiserman, who's now their GM, which is exciting, to Nicholas Lidstrom, Nick Cronwall, Henrik Zetterberg, Pavel Datsuk, Dominic Hasek. I mean, a lot of players have wore that Wings wheel, and it's very iconic, and it's an honor to put that jersey on every time.
Yeah, I think like the Ottawa, the old jersey, like
the
the
O
one
in the middle.
no, the one they just went back to.
Yeah, those are nice. Those are nice. I actually have a buddy who's a big Ottawa Senators fan, so he's excited for that too. He's a big Brady Tkachuk fan as well. Yeah, those jerseys are cool. Ottawa's cool. Me being Canadian, it's a big deal to play in Ottawa just because Ottawa is the nation's capital of Canada. So it's a big deal. If you're Canadian, you get to play for Ottawa. That's always a big deal because you're playing for your nation's capital.
Do you think that Detroit or Buffalo would end up playing each other like for like the conference?
So right now, no, because we're still rebuilding Detroit. You guys got us by a year right now. If we just need more draft picks, if Detroit gets 1 to 2 more picks, Lucas Raymond was a great pick this year, which is just solid. Moritz Seider was a good one. Philip Zadina was a good one. Joe Veleno was a good pick as well. So they have a good young core coming up for Dylan Larkin, Tyler Bertuzzi, Anthony Mantha. And those pieces are good enough to make the playoffs. So hopefully that'd be fun to see a Buffalo Detroit conference final. It'd be neat to see. That might have to be the meetup game. What happens if it's like a game 7 elimination game? I don't know. I don't know if Ron can handle that. Detroit, Buffalo.
Yeah. That would be kind of like a nail biting game.
Yeah, for sure it would.
And that player that you guys drafted this year,
Lucas Raymond.
yeah,
He's a good player.
What team did he play for?
He played for Frölunda in the SHL in Sweden.
Oh, so he came from the same as Darlene?
Yeah, they're from the same country. Yeah, Darlene played there, right?
Yeah, I think he played for.
Yeah. Yeah, so he came from the same place as Darlene. He'll be on the World Junior team too, Lucas Raymond. So you'll get to see him on Team Sweden. That's exciting, the World Junior tournament. That's up on Christmas Day this year.
Yeah, I haven't been to like a World Junior game, and
it's exciting though.
Would they be able to have fans by then?
No, they'll be in a bubble. They're going to be in a bubble again. So we'll have bubble hockey, but it's still going to be fun. At least we get hockey, right? So the last thing, we got to get Ron? We have to get Ron and do a meetup, right? Buffalo, Detroit game. Once the borders open, the pandemic's over. Final question, right? We're going to have a meetup, Buffalo, Detroit game, right?
We should. I mean, that'd be cool.
All right. Thanks for having me on, Robbie? I appreciate that.
Yeah. Thank you for watching this edition of Let's Talk 716 Sports. Thank you to my guests Colin, Ward, and his co-host Reece, and from the Owen 60 podcast.